this one will be the first one of the series for conflict resolution. I will focus on conflict resolution with your colleague, and the next two videos will focus on conflict resolution within the team and conflict resolution with your subordinate or your boss. The reason why I divided it into 3 different videos is that within each situation you can deal with different issues or different severity of the issues and seriousness. So I thought it would be better to focus on each separately and give you a bit more in-depth suggestions. So let's get started. Okay, so basically, when you have such weird colleagues as I do, you get into conflict situations very, very often. I'm just joking. I love my colleagues and I'm so glad for them, but some people might find some of their colleagues quite difficult to deal with. So we'll just go through 6 quick steps which should help you solve or at least get to the bottom of the problem, which will lead to conflict resolution and hopefully building a nice and good long-term relationship with your colleague, or at least making work days a bit more bearable and enjoyable. So main thing when dealing with the conflict is that you need to communicate it all the time. So the communication is the key part of dealing with conflict. And another thing is that you need to attack the conflict heads on. So do not go around it and do not try to, kind of mask it or like put a brave face on. Just go face your colleague and just try to talk it out. Ideally, if you can't talk it out, within the office spaces or, just like during the day whilst you're making a coffee or something. Another thing would be really to take it outside, and I do not mean take it outside and beat the other person up. Please don't do that, ever. That's not a successful conflict resolution approach. Taking it outside meaning going somewhere where you both will feel comfortable with each other, which is, out of the office, so they will be both more relaxed and more able to speak about whatever is going on. So that's the third thing. The fourth issue that I would say is a good suggestion of dealing with the conflict. It depends on the seriousness of the issue. So as I said, if it's something a bit more lighter, it's just some annoying things that you don't like about your colleague, just go and take it outside. The other thing would be, if it's something more serious, would be involving the third party and going for the mediation. So it can be your third colleague who would be really impartial, or your boss or your manager. So don't be afraid to escalate the issue if there is a necessity. It doesn't mean that it's going to cost a negative relationship. It's just bringing someone in who will be able to maintain successful communication and ideally effective conflict resolution. The fifth thing that I would suggest when dealing with conflict is that you need to accept differences of each other. So you need to, if you have different personalities or you're coming from different cultures or different countries, try to accept, learn about the other person's culture and personality, try to understand the other person. Because sometimes the bottom of the problem can be something really that you could understand once you start learning a bit more about this person. So try to learn a bit about each other and get to the bottom of the problem. And the last thing would be, once you're sitting down and going through all the issues, just try to brainstorm what is actually the bottom of the problem. Go throw in ideas, and hopefully at the end you will not only get to the bottom of the problem, but you'll get to know the other person better, and maybe you will start a good relationship with this person, and eventually it won't be just your colleague, but hopefully your friend. So this is basically the aim of finalizing the conflict resolution. The best ideal thing would be you 2 or 3 becoming friends, and ideally then, if not that, then just making your work days more enjoyable and making your overall communication much more effective. So I hope these few tips helped you, and next week tune in for conflict resolution within the team. Please find all the information and link to my Twitter and our company LinkedIn page in the below of the box. And also please leave me some comments, because I would like to get some feedback from you to see what you're dealing with when you're looking for a job or when you started the job, and so something that I can actually help you with more and give you some more ideas and advice.